Welcome to the Lynn Lineup, a program which focuses on events happening right here in the city of Lynn. We're here today to talk about the Off the Grid Photo Project, a project that's being, well, we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail. Here with me today we have Karen Bowden and Susan Ogan. These guys are great leaders here in the city of Lynn. Karen is the Vice President of the Lynn Shelter Association Board of Directors, and Susan is a photographer out of Marblehead, and she's here actually helping train these guys in photography. This project's really cool, holds a special place in my heart. You guys might be familiar with the one that was done over in London and Paris years back. I think it was a couple of years ago, and we're doing one kind of like that here in Lynn. The idea in the function of this thing is really to raise funds for a day center here at the in Lynn for the Shelter Association, but also to create awareness and also give you a bit of insight as to the perspective to the day-to-day lives that these folks have to lead every single day, and they're doing it for you. So guys, we're going to talk about the event. It's set to happen September 17th at LynnArts, 7 p.m. start. You can find more information at lsahome.org, but we're going to talk about that a little bit more in detail. I want to talk to you guys about who you are and how you're involved with the event. Karen, let's start with you.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for the introduction. I am the Vice President on the Board of Directors of the Lynn Shelter Association. I'm also a Lynn resident, lived here for 25 years. And this is a project that, as you said, we've begun to initiate in order to introduce a day program for about 200 people, last count, through the city that need somewhere to go during the day so that they're not wandering around on the streets. And so we needed a fundraiser to supplement our development needs, and we, Lynn Shelter Association provides housing, affordable housing for many people. We have 3 congregate family shelters here in Lynn, and we have an emergency shelter that's on Willow Street. It's in the basement of my brother's table, and so those are the folks that we're looking to fundraise to provide somewhere for them to go during the day.
Right, and this fundraiser, it's really advanced. It's a very mature type of fundraiser. Most of the time, we'll have people on about, we're gonna have a pizza party or a dinner, and this, such and such entertainment's gonna be there. This is literally a year-long project. It's been going on since February 2016. You're probably the best person to explain to us. Susan, tell us a little bit about it, how it came about, where you guys started and where you are today.
Right. Well, I'm a professional photographer, and I met Karen about 8 months ago and heard about her interest in starting a program that was done similarly overseas. And it just, it just resonated with me. It clicked. I knew it was the right thing to do. I knew it was the right time to be opening up to the community the hardships that the people in Lynn were dealing with on a daily basis regarding not having a home.
So now, when it started in February 2016, this past February, okay, you had all these folks in there. Were they better photographers than you think? I mean, did they have any photography experience?
When we started the program, we opened it up to the residents of the shelter, and we actually had a pretty strong response to the residents. And at this point, I think people have moved on and changed their directions, and we now have 6 or 7 people. And there are new photographers, and there are photographers who have experience with either video or some sort of visual arts. So we have a really nice combination.
So that should absolutely translate into the value of this this event that you guys are going to be having. The event's over at LynnArts, September 17th, 7 p.m. start. What can we expect at the event? How are these photos going to be displayed? Is it going to be in a documentary style? Is it going to be more so in print style? Are they going to be available for people to buy?
All of the above. I think, just to add on to your last question, we were surprised by many of the pictures that we received. Yeah. We were surprised at some of the beautiful things that were taken in Lynn. I mean, Lynn is a beautiful city with its oceanfront and beautiful architecture, and the homeless, the people who are on the streets all day long, they have an opportunity to see things that you and I might walk right by or drive right by and not be able to see. So,
Right.
so the quality of some of the pictures that they've given us about the city have been really surprising and are really beautiful. And I think they've also captured many things that talk about their hardship. So in terms of the show itself and what we're looking to do on September 17th, we have a number of different ideas. We will have print in the main gallery, and we will attempt to display the best pictures taken. And right now we have probably 3,000 to 4,000 pictures in our gallery. We have been meeting weekly and going out on weekly trips since the end of February. So people are very engaged, and as Susan said, we probably have maybe 15 people over that period of time who've been involved in this. And so the main gallery will house prints that display their best work. We also are doing a piece of a documentary, at least our plan is, so that we can capture the stories of the photographers. What do they want to tell us? Who are they, and how did they end up homeless? We don't want to breach any of their confidentiality, but there are stories there that are really compelling and are very intriguing, because it isn't often the kind of things that you think lead to homelessness, which I think is part of our story about making awareness about how people become homeless.
Right.
And then we will have product for sale. We'll have pictures for sale. We'll have calendars for sale. We're going to have some surprising things for sale. And then part of the event, we also have the Black Box, which we have a band, Grupo Fantasia, am I saying that right, Susan? Who has agreed to come. So we'll have music, we'll have food, we'll have drinks, we'll have various entertainment. And so we really want to make a night of it.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it's going to be a night to remember, without a doubt. And there are going to be a lot of people there who are really excited to show off their work too.
Absolutely.
What you guys do down there at the Lynn Shelter Association, it's not only important, it's imperative here in the city of Lynn. So when we talk about things like day shelters, and they're legitimate things that this community needs. And fundraisers like this, I think, are the absolute way to get it done. September 17th down at LynnArts. Be there, 7 p.m. For the Off the Grid photo project launch. This is going to be an outstanding event, guys. You can find more information at lsahome.org. I want to say thank you to our guests for coming on to the program. And Karen Bowden, the Vice President of the Lynn Shelter Association, and Susan Ogan, a professional photographer out of Marblehead. I want to say thank you to these guys. I want to say thank you to you at home. Thank you to Nana. And thank you to my crew for filming this segment here. That's it for the Lynn Lineup. I'm Sean Donahue here from the studio at Lynn Community Television. Wishing you all the best.